Shit. Because my homie that I used to work with told me. Mason, you hear me? Alright, chat. Y'all hear me? What up, Levi? No, my control, I was over here fucking with this. I ain't even moved it yet. I'm trying to figure out if they can hear us. I'm gonna go open it up on my phone real quick. Yep. Alright.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option. Everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll throw it. And it's picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Talk about setting tone, letting you know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to...
And he's running in the open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse. And that's what happened on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's hard to stop breaking. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You've got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking for a man. It's Vandergriff. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Missouri offense will take over. First and 10.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
To the air, it's Cook. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here's the handoff. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pressure gets thrown down, goes the quarterback. The first down sack pushes the ball back to this long second down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away. Man, they are breaking on the ball.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, it's Brown. Another ball is knocked free. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the punt.
Offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Escape, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
A little screen to the running back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
To throw, it's Cook. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Missouri wants to go fast. From the gun, the ground game. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 10, Missouri 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
In the end zone.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Missouri 7.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable for that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This defense is in for a long day because they're not going to have to only play with great awareness and eye discipline. They're going to have to be willing to run sideline to sideline and have to try to shut down receivers like that on jet sweeps.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it. Ball's out. And the ball is going to land.
Play by the QB.
They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. And offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Red pass, it's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick step and go. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
My goodness, this offense is not for another first down. They don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Back to pass, it's Wimsatt. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
The pass on first
No,
down.
sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Second down.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Kentucky 13. Missouri.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Missouri!
Touchdown.
No
Missouri.
guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time he provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by the nation.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down. Nice job getting past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how tough is this guy? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kentucky going quickly.
Second down coming up.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. He lets it fly. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Number 6.
And listen, find your matchups you like. You got your speedster booster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create.
He's off to the races. The 40. At the 20. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now
He's going for the big play. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Kentucky, 20.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't...
And that pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 8 in the end zone.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, you got my man running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Missouri, 35. Kentucky, 20.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this can get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll throw it to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run.
Going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Working the middle. Off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Missouri.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air. It's Wimsatt. Got his man on the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They stripped it out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He wants to pass it on second down. Fires on the move. And he's man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Kentucky right back to the line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Allen. Moving out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're going to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
Touchdown, Missouri.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are